We've got a preview of what to expect for the holidays this year and a preview of the new Christmas merchandise, plus a new look for Mickey and Minnie for the holidays, and even confirmed dates for the Candlelight procession. But what about Merriest Nights? Oh, and Zombie Captain America? All coming up next on Fresh Baked. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Fresh Baked. We are in the thick of the Halloween season at the Disneyland Resort, and you know what that means. Let's talk about Christmas. And we're going to start with a preview of what to expect for the holidays this year. Disney, through their website, have confirmed that we're going to be seeing a lot of what we normally expect during the Christmas season, including the guest favorite Christmas Fantasy Parade. This is a huge relief for me and for a lot of you out there, I'm sure, because is it really a Christmas season at Disneyland if we don't have a Christmas Fantasy Parade? We're going to see Mickey and Minnie and Chip and Dale and Anna and Elsa, Woody and Buzz, and yes, some dancing reindeer and toy soldiers. Those toy soldiers have been a staple of the Christmas Fantasy Parade, of the Disneyland Christmas Parade in general for decades. And it's still, to this day, probably the best part of the entire parade, in my opinion. It looks like we're going to be able to meet Santa at Redwood Creek Challenge again this year, which in my opinion, again, is the best site for the Santa meet and greet. We've loved it every year we've been. We're going to be getting the usual Small World holiday, of course, plus the Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks show. Meanwhile, over at California Adventure, a whole other party is happening, and it sounds like it will be as good as it has been in years past, starting with what appears to be the return of the Food and Wine Festival-style Festival of the Holidays. And that means the return of all those wonderful kiosks with all that wonderful new food to try. They are offering the Sip and Savor Pass again this year, so stand by for our update on how to use that and whether or not you should. Lots of food and lots of entertainment. Mariachi Divas. They've won Grammys, you guys. This is a Grammy-winning performance at Disneyland. Mostly kosher, which I highly recommend this show. The Blue 13 Dance Company, also very good. And one of my favorite things about Christmas at DCA is the holiday toy drummers. Do not miss this. Do not miss the holiday toy drummers. They are fantastic. And of course, our don't miss recommendation every single year, Viva Navidad. This show is electric. It is energetic. It's amazing. And it's multiple times throughout the day. Do not pass up an opportunity to see this show. We recommend it highly. We're putting all of these on our list, and we're going to check it twice. So stay tuned to Fresh Baked for full and complete coverage of all of that. And that's just a preview. Do look for, I'm going to put together hopefully a video, kind of like what we did for Halloween, a video showing all those events that we've captured over the years to kind of warm you up for what to expect this year. It's a fun thing. Now, as for what's new this year, check out Minnie and Minnie's new outfit. For a long while now, Mickey and Minnie were dressed, it kind of looked like maybe a holiday dinner party. They got, matching Christmas sweaters. It was adorable. And now it looks like they're dressed for some outdoor Christmas fun. In my mind, I feel like they're going out to get a Christmas tree. They're going to go buy a Christmas tree. So they got to put on those warm puffer jackets to go out and play in the snow a little bit. They've got matching scarves. Minnie's got those snowflake leggings. This is an adorable update, and I'm totally here for it. This is a fresh new look that'll hopefully lift a few spirits out there just in time for the holiday season. And we'll stay tuned to see if the rest of the gang gets new outfits this year for Christmas. Not just Mickey and Minnie. What about Pluto and Goofy and Donald and Daisy? I hope so. That'd be great. Meanwhile, check out these new Mickey and Minnie plushes. Yes, pretty much the same outfits we just saw, and I think they're cute as can be. There's a lot of other festive new merch to keep our eyes open for. We've got some new Minnie ears, which look great. The Mickey and Minnie backpack, and they're on a ski lift. That's adorable. I love it. New Spirit jersey, of course. And look at this new denim button down. That's a new twist. They don't normally go in that direction. I really like that. I think it looks great. It's part of a Waltz Holiday Lodge collection, and it sounds like this is just a tease, and there's going to be a lot more, so I can't wait to check out this new line of clothing for you guys. And all of this, the shows, Santa, the food, and the merch, all of this starts on November 12th, which, by the way, is the day after opening night of Merriest Nights. We're going to get to that in a second, but that does sound like we might be able to get a head start on some of this for you guys. We're going to get to see this first because we're going to be there at Merriest Nights on November 11th. But we got something else to talk about. Let's talk about Candlelight Procession. Last week we learned that Candlelight Procession was on for this Christmas, and while it still hasn't been officially announced by Disney, I don't think, we do have dates. According to Sisters in Toontown, that is, They say it's been confirmed, and who am I to argue? Their info came from Club 33, according to them. That might explain why they know, but nobody else does. I guess it pays to be in Club 33, right? Per the update from the sisters, the Candlelight procession will be on December 4th and 5th, with showtimes at 5:30 and 7:45 p.m. each day. And again, all of this is subject to confirmation by Disney, but I have no reason to think that this wouldn't be true. I do also expect that the majority of the reservations to get into Candlelight will be reserved for people, beyond our station, Club 33 types, that kind of thing. But I do also expect that they will have those standby, the benches, etc., that you can get. Boy, the camp out for Candlelight procession, I'm wondering if it's going to be as competitive. Well, of course it is. It's going to be as competitive as it's always been. The camp out for those benches starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday morning. So if you really want to see Candlelight procession and you can't get one of those, lucky spots for the actual reserved seats, plan to get at Disneyland by 8 a.m. Now, if this is true, one other thing that we can infer from this is that it pretty much cancels any plans that they might have had, or many plans that I might have had for that to be part of Merriest Nights. Being that, the Merriest Nights is on 4 separate nights, this is just 2 nights on the same weekend. So no chance that this is going to be part of Merriest Nights, which makes me wonder, what do they have planned for Merriest Nights? If it's not going to include Candlelight procession, what will it include? Because so far, we don't know much. As a matter of fact, the things that we know so far, most of it, or a lot of it, is stuff that you can already do as a regular guest. We're talking about fireworks, meeting characters, in their Christmas costumes, even the parade. All of these things are things that you can see or do without paying the $170 for Merriest Nights. So I'm wondering how involved these parties are going to be. What do they have on tap? I don't know. We haven't gotten a whole lot of information other than the Muppets appearing on Main Street with Mickey, which, by the way, I'm very excited to see, and I'm very much looking forward to that. That is almost worth it for me. But I would like to know more, and hopefully they give us some sort of indication, some sort of itinerary, because we don't have one at the moment. Now, that's not to say that I think nothing is going to happen. I do fully expect there to be something. We just don't know. They haven't said, as of yet, what that'll be. And finally, we'll wrap with something that I didn't have this on my Disneyland Halloween bingo card. That's Zombie Captain America, and he's appearing in the park at California Adventure in Adventures Campus for Oogie Boogie Bash. And if you're wondering what the heck a Zombie Captain America is doing in Adventures Campus, it's probably because you haven't been watching the What If series on Disney+. Now, I won't get into what this series is other than to say it's a series putting, Marvel heroes in various hypothetical situations, as in, what if half the Avengers turned into zombies during a zombie apocalypse? Also, if you're wondering, the reason why we didn't see Zombie Cap earlier is likely because the show, it just recently aired. The What If episode about the zombie apocalypse aired just a few weeks ago. And it had not aired yet when the Oogie Boogie Bash first opened. It's also possible that Disney started this program in response to the responses they got on a survey that they sent out to guests after attending Oogie Boogie Bash. And in that survey, they said, would you be interested in elements of a Halloween party that might be, a little more scary than your traditional Disneyland offerings, scarier than even, let's say, Villain's Grove, scary mazes perhaps. And so that got people, hearing about talking about a rumor of them doing a Marvel zombie maze. And this could be a pilot, a test, as it were, just to see how people respond. Now, it is kind of divisive. I've already seen it. We showed a 3-minute clip of that last night, and I would say the majority are in favor of it so far, based on the comments that I've seen. But there are plenty of folk out there who say, nah, man, that's not my Disney. I don't want that in Disney. I don't want that for my kids, etc. So there's the issue's up in the air, but it's interesting that they're trying this, and I have to say I'm glad that they are at least trying it, putting it out there, seeing what it's like, because let me tell you, Halloween events at other parks, Knott's Berry Farm, Universal, Magic Mountain, all those, they get a lot of pub. They get a lot of run. People get excited about Halloween Horror Nights. People get excited about Knott's Scary Farm. They do get excited about Oogie Boogie Bash, but in a different way that's not quite as excited as the other events. So I get it. I understand why they're doing this. It remains to be seen whether or not this is going to be a hit. But by the looks of the guests that were in that video, seems like they were enjoying it. Seems like they're enjoying it. And I bet there's a lot of folks out there who would enjoy it. By the way, I don't think I mentioned, you can only see Captain America, Zombie Cap, at an Oogie Boogie event. So if you don't have a reservation for Oogie Boogie, this video will have to do. But if you do have one coming up, go check out Avengers Campus. Get your picture taken with the zombie Captain America. By the way, his zombie pose for those pictures is, I think it's great. I love his pose. When he's kind of like doing his thing and then he stops and he does a zombie pose for the picture. It looks great. And that's it, guys. That's it for our news, our Disneyland news today. Thank you very much for watching. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. And if you like our show and would like to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBaked. Otherwise, thanks as always for watching. We love you guys very much. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Baked.
You got bit?
Thank you.